Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Tonight we're going to continue our deep dive into Green Belt, tip 4. We're going to do the elbows and the shoulders tonight. So the elbows is the ushiro nuki. It's the arm lock from behind. I like that move because I have used the arm lock from behind on the street very successfully. It is not super difficult to get out of if you know what to do and when to do it. And like anything in Green Belt, of course, then we go on to further moves. And shoulder, we're going to do the cross shoulder, or the same side pull around from behind where they pull you around, try to punch you, and what to do from there if that ultimately fails. So we're going to start with the elbow from the elbow lock from behind. From the elbow, this is ushiro nuki hayazushi. So this is the escape from the rear arm lock with extra steps. She has me, that rear arm lock, just like this. I'm going to get out. I'm going to come around. This time, I put her in what we call uchi, this rear arm bar, rear arm flex. As she twirls out, tries to get out, again, we switch our grips. We go to this grip here. Pressure point if you can. And if you can't, and she tries to pull up, come up here, grab the thumb, and break. All right, other side. Come around, grab this, they try to come out, you grab to here, come up, break the thumb. So let's talk about what we're doing and why. My uke is a little smaller than me, it's easy to get out, but we're going to have her escape from me. This ushiro nuki, this right there, she was out before I ever locked it in. I'm going to go a little faster. This move works best when you move in what we call the aida, that space between here and here. As fast as you clap, there's still a space between, and that's when she moves. If I lock this thing up and grab the gi and grab the hair, all of a sudden, it takes a lot more work to get out of the hold. So your best case scenario is that you move before they ever lock it in. What about worst case scenario? What if she locks it in? Let's pretend her arms are big and this is tough. You can still come up a little bit, kick them. Grab. You know, my hands are right here. Poke, grab, do something that they don't like long enough for you to come back here. Now this time, instead of going into the ushiro nuki ourselves, we go from here. We call this that inside elbow grip from behind. I called this a reverse arm bar, and somebody said, that doesn't look like any arm bar I've ever seen. Well, that's because it's reversed. You know, it's not an arm bar, it's a reverse arm bar from here. But if you didn't get it strong enough, you didn't get this arm bar enough, and they try to pull out, you simply switch your hand right here. You grip between the thumb and the forefinger with your thumb, pinky right here. We come across. If you can get it, hit the nerve point on the forearm. If you can't, just bend that way. It still works. If they still try to pull away, come up under, grab the thumb, and there is no recovery from that. So other way, maybe she's grabbed me. Yeah.
That feels weird.
You start grabbing at people, they're going to move. And I come up under here. Oh, okay. They want to play tough. So again, come to here, come to here. This is very, very painful. Everybody's asking, why didn't she just punch me? Punch me. Nope. And then here, why doesn't she just punch me? Because I'm breaking the thumb. I'll eat a shot to the liver if I get to break your thumb.
I like my thumbs, thanks.
And moreover, just remember, in brown belt, everything goes to a throw. All right, so we do this a little faster. Come in, come out, come down, up, boom. Do we have to do all three of those? No, at any point, if you got that rear lock and it worked to begin with, if this comes over and gets them and you got it, fine, you can be done. But if it doesn't work, for whatever reason, they pull out, oh no, fine, right here. Get to here, get to here. Create that space, create that pain. Again, I could be in front. I'd rather be over here. It's a lot harder for me to punch or to get punched. Go ahead and punch at me. Yeah. Yeah. and it ends up, that is a very bad position for your thumb to be in. It's very easy to break it from. I've done it a couple times, unfortunately. Broken my thumb, just had it in that spot too hard, hit the mat doing it, ski pole, ouch. So remember, your best bet is to move in the Ida. As you feel it, come around. As you feel it, come around. Move in the space between spaces to make this smooth. If you can't, stomp them, kick them, move, all those things. And she's let me go enough that I can come right in here and pull that in there. If she tries to pull herself back out, keep your both hands here because, again, it's right here. It's that easy. And then grab the thumb. Thank you. From the shoulder, this is the ushiro ude hayagarami. So that's the rear arm entanglement. We call it that, but it's a little less entanglement now that we're into green belt. So let's give it a go. So this is the same side pull around from behind. The idea is they want to pull me around. What? And just lace into me. So I got to come around. It's one of the very few times I'm going to tell anybody to come around with an X block. But we're going to come around with the X block. If they want to keep holding on to me, great. If they let go, also great. What hand are you getting? Doesn't matter. I like this one. So now I'm going to pull down and pull like ukiyo-toshi. But they saw it coming. They knew something was up. They're pulling back and they're bigger than me. So I let them. If they pull back hard enough, they're going to help me stand up to come in here. Right in here with a nice choke. If this doesn't work, they try to get out of it. They're trying to fight. Fine. Shoulder bridge. Down we go. Other side, please. From here, you pull. It doesn't work. Pull me back up. Ah! So as they pull up, help them up to get this right here. And then again, around here, into the shoulder bridge, and you can take them down if you need to from there. Let's talk about what we're doing, how we're doing it. Earlier, we did the cross shoulder pull round, where they cross and we block here. There's a good chance we can grab this. If not, cross shoulder. If not, we can grab this and come into here. There's a couple ways we can do that. This time, because they're using the same side hand, they've kind of blocked themselves. The idea ultimately, turn please, is if you're going to do the same side pull round, to pull them and hit them with that, right? Either way, you come around because you don't know what's coming in from where. You are at the disadvantage in this move. This sucks. This is a terrible place to be. You're making the best of a bad situation. So as she pulls me around, boom, you take what you can get. If I'm on this side, I'm going to circle it to here and step back and pull. But it doesn't work. So again, if they're pulling up, it does not take much effort to come up here and raise that arm to get into here. Now again, they're going to try to get out. They're going to try to do something funny. Fine, let them. If they do that, you go to the shoulder lock right there in the shoulder bridge. Didn't work. Come up. Right into here. Right to there. The faster you go, the more resistance you go against. The uglier it gets. That's okay. The big thing is, in reality, is a small person versus a big person. If she turns me around to hit me, which is a better idea for a small person, you know, you don't want to hit them straight up, hit them when they're not looking. And I grab something and I pull, she's probably going to go. Yeah, it's the law of gross tonnage at that point. But we don't always get the benefit of fighting somebody smaller and weaker than us. So that's why if we come around and grab somebody and they manage to resist, right there, into here, into here. Again, This is green belt. We don't have to do all of those moves. At a certain point, you know what? You figuring out which side you're going to grab me with?
Yeah.
All right, we're good? All right, boom. Block it. I'm going to grab this one this time.
No.
I'm coming down here. I can jump right to the shoulder lock. Maybe she held her arm down. Maybe when I came down here, I didn't go far enough, and I tried to lift it, and they fought it. Fine. Go to this part. We learn all three. We can perform all three, but we sure don't have to if they don't give us a chance. All right, good job. So that was Tedori Jujitsu Green Belt, tip 4. We worked on the elbows and the shoulders. So that elbow, that ushiro nuki, that is a solid lockup for somebody on the street. It works. Just be prepared, now that we know the counter to it, that they might actually counter it. By the same token, you know that to counter it, your best bet is to really move in the aida, in that space before they truly lock it down, because then you're going to have to fight like the third monkey on the ark to get them to let go. And if you do, okay, so be it. It's a bad situation. You make the best of a bad situation. Practice with a little resistance. Practice further and further locked up to see what it takes to get out of that. When somebody's pulling around and punching you, that's a terrible position to be in. I've had that happen to me as a kid. Somebody pulled me around, punched me. I learned my lesson. If somebody taps you on the shoulder and pulls you around, you should probably have your hands up. But if you don't, well, then you'll learn to do this. And again, the throw down to that one-armed uki-otoshi, very effective. But if it doesn't work and they haul you back up, be ready to jump right into the choke, right into the shoulder bridge. Practice that with some resistance. Practice have that person just haul you back up and see what it takes to get their arm in the air. It's a lot easier when you work with their momentum. If you still don't like these things, well, come into class, try it out with us, see why we like it. Y'all stay safe. Thanks.